It's a Amiibo. Jaja came from Amiibo, Umuduroha. And Amiibo is a big city in Nigeria. King Jaja of Opopo, who came from Amiibo, Umuduroha, Okwano Zurumba. And after we have finished about King Jaja of Opopo, I'm going to do an episode on the tiger. You know, I have to go through the history well. I'm going to do an episode about the tiger that fought Fuluma, you know. So this is the King Jaja. You can see how great he is. He was a great king through his agriculture. He wasn't a great king by killing his people. King Jaja of Opopo was a great king in agriculture. That is why we should booster our farmer. That is why we should stop killing our farmer. King Jaja of Opopo, who stopped slavery, who told the white man that slavery is not the answer. You know, the slavery is not the answer. He told the white man clearly, come on, white man, the slavery is not the answer. The answer is palm oil. And they listened. And Jaja started making his oil, saving his oil, and sending it to Liverpool, and which is a very good business. Jaja of Opopo was a very rich man, very rich king, you know, and he made his kingdom to look. Even now, the tourism people, that is where they find the oil. Oil is not the only answer. We have to booster our agriculture. We have to booster our education. We have to promote our medical students. Our medical students, give them medical. After somebody have spent about 9 years in university, coming, you say there's no job, but you have money to give to the Chinese people. You know how to import junk and bring to Nigeria to the Chinese people. Why don't you invest that money the same way Jaja invested his money in Opopo, King Jaja of Opopo? So today I have really talked a lot because we need this. We need it. This is, I just bought this as a sample, you know. I bought this as a sample. We need this to booster the farmers, you know. But Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. If you want me to come and train the farmers in Nigeria, I have told you my price started from 10 billion plus, 10 billion US dollars, because I have got the knowledge, you know. I have got the knowledge. So today is 12th of June 2021. We have talked about Jaja of Opopo. We have talked about the great king who become a very great king and who is a big merchant, a legend, you know, because people are not talking, a big icon, you know. People doesn't talk about Jaja of Opopo. He's not a corrupt king. He's a king that saw wisdom. He's like Solomon. Solomon in the Bible, God asked Solomon, Solomon, what do you want me to give you? Solomon said, knowledge. Knowledge is more than billion, you know. So Solomon requests for knowledge. Jaja of Opopo, what he has the knowledge. He has the knowledge. He saw it afar. He make use of the sun. He make use of the rain. He make use of the ground. He make use of everything to acquire his wealth. Jaja of Opopo, you know, because I have really touched this episode 4 is to tell you what Jaja used the raw material around him to acquire. He did not import any material. Rather, he exported. He export his material. He export his oil to Liverpool. But when the British government think that they will control Jaja, that is where the problem began. You know, that is where the problem began. Jaja of Opopo say, no, you can't control me. You can't tell me what to do. I have to export my oil to Liverpool. I have to sell my oil. You can't tell me how to sell my oil. I am the director. I am the farmer. I knows how to control. They knew that Jaja of Opopo will be an obstacle for them. That is why they invited Jaja. You know, Jaja being an intelligent king, Jaja being a wise king, Jaja being a persevering king, Jaja accepted the invitation and went. You know, Jaja went. They know that Jaja is not go area. That is because Jaja have this spirit of boldness and soundness. Jaja did not limit himself. Jaja did not judge himself. Jaja did not judge himself that I'm a black king. No, Jaja see his future. Jaja see his boldness. Jaja saw his knowledge. That this my knowledge. I can pass it across. People can benefit from my knowledge. People can benefit my wisdom. Jaja make use of the raw material around him. You see, it's like we're making use of raw material around us. Jaja persevere. Jaja did not shake. Jaja did not move. Jaja saw it sound. You know, Jaja did not allow any intimidation because the British government came to intimidate him. He said, no, I am not go area. I will not accept this intimidation because he's a king that has a wisdom. Without wisdom of God, it's like me, Shining Light TV station, London. I don't allow any intimidation. I don't allow people to intimidate me. You know, I like to promote wisdom. If you have wisdom, if you have knowledge, like all these children, when they come to my house, as soon as they step to my door, they know, Victoria, your mom, we know your mom. If the air did not carry the star, don't come to my house because I want you to see it afar. Because we struggle. We struggle, we saw it afar, but we climbed the tree by ourselves. Jaja of Opopo climbed the tree by himself, use his wisdom, use his knowledge, use his soundness, use his boldness, use the weather. He used the weather because palm oil, if there is no sun, during the sun, you know, palm oil will start wrapping. That is a time for them to cultivate the palm oil. And they saw the grass. Jaja used this grass. It's a raw material Jaja used to grow their farm. You know, Jaja used this raw material to grow their farm. Jaja did not wait that I did not have glove. I did not have well-eaten boots. So before, they used their food. They used what they in their circle. And they did, the oil they produce can heal a lot of sickness. During their own time, there is no sickness. Now, 5 minutes, you start putting medication into your mouth. You know, sometimes I say, no, I'm going to be drinking water. There was a time, let me tell you, I'm not condemning any shop. You know, there was a time when I was doing school run, because drop the children at school, I run to go and buy food in Iceland. My sight start closing, start shutting down. I went to my doctor. I said, look, since I've been eating all this food, my eyes, I can't see properly. You know, I said, no, because I'm a chef, I'm a caterer. I said, no, I dropped the food. I entered Dawson. I start buying organic food. As soon as I buy organic food penetrates all my body, my sight beginning to open. You know, you can see. If I did not see it afar, I will start going to Specsavers 100 minutes. They keep on blinding me more. You know, so be simple foods. My body did not accept those processed food. Rather, my body accept organic food. Jaja saw it. You see, while I'm here today doing this episode, I wanted to do it in my garden. But the sun is directly in my garden. That is why I came here. I said I'm going to do this episode here so I can have time. To demonstrate all this, you know. I can have time to demonstrate all this, to show people the way we can value our farmer. Sunday Igbohu came, and the way they are killing the farmer, the Boko Haram, you know, how can the government not control the terrorists? How can the terrorists be stronger than the government? Yeah? I watched the documentary of, I'm not going to the president of Nigeria now, but I'm just making a general statement. I watched the documentary that the president of Nigeria, Buhari, you know, Buhari is saying. He said, I was in the boarding house for 9 good years. You know, the teachers, they took us like their own children. You was in the boarding house. Your boarding house founder, you are boarding house subject, you grow through boarding house, but they came and invade Chubu guests. You could not do anything. So it means that the government, you don't have no power to control the terrorists. The terrorists are using the farmers. Now they've they've put a little bit on the citizens around the city, because those ones are attacking them. They went to villages to control the farmers. Now they collect their own children. They say they invaded one school. As soon as they invade the school, they will be asking them 180 million. 180 million. 180 million. If the parents don't give them 180 million, they will start killing the parents. They will start killing them. 180 million. So if the parents gather and give them the 180 million, they will use it to go and buy ammunition. It means we are paying for them to kill us. We are paying for the ammunition for them to kill us. We are paying for us to die. You see how trick they are. That is why if our government can see what Jaja saw, can value the farmers, we can do better. Because the parents are paying for them to die, because they invade their children. They ask them for 180 million. If they did not give them 180 million, they will start killing them. So this episode today is 12th of June 2021. This episode today is episode 4. Episode 4 on Value the Farmer, about King Jaja of Opopo. We put more potential to, we talk about King Jaja of Opopo, we talk about slave trade, we talk about the history. We need to send the message across the whole world. We need to talk about this great king who came from Amiibo, Umudroha, Okwaro Zurumba in Nigeria. He's a great king. He's a powerful king. He even have business with Queen Victoria. It's not today, I started this, So you can see all what we need, like a chef did a knife, I'm going to put all this down properly. These are all what we need. The farmers need this, like when you are going to Heathrow Airport, you can see farmers, they have a little bit shelf, where they put all their equipment. We have to build shelf for the farmers. So I'm telling you, Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide, I'm telling you, if Nigerian government want me to build up their farmers for them, put more value, when they don't know about how to put value into farmers, my price started from 10 billion. So I will use the whole raw material in Nigeria. Stop giving the Chinese people our money. Stop sending our money to Chinese. Stop importing anything from China. We can manufacture our own thing. We can enrich our own people. We have sea, we have oil, we have everything. Stop making Chinese. Give them our money. They will use our money to send their children to LIZZY University. After their children coming back from Oxford, our own children that went to Oxford, our own children that went to Imperial, our own children that went to London School of Economy, our own children that went to Cambridge, our own children that went to Warwick University, they come out, they don't have good position because you have sent our money to China. You have imported this. You import this. We can do this in Nigeria. We can manufacture this. We can manufacture this. If Jaja of Opopo use the raw material that is in Opopo and build Opopo Kingdom, we can use our own raw material to build Nigeria. And another thing, I was watching a documentary. You are showing us railway. The engineer that built the railway is from China. The raw material they use for the parts they came to Nigeria to assemble is from China. What did we contribute? What made our engineers a human being? What developed their knowledge? Our engineers, they can develop that knowledge. Our engineers, they can develop the knowledge. They can make everything that goes around with that railway. We have a big steel. We have Nigerian steel, Thank God I did not forget this. Right. Thank God. This message just came to me now. About Jaja of Opopo, a great king Oh, I don't have the article now. I need to go and bring the article. You know, a great king. So I'm using this opportunity now to send a message, to Obasanjo. I won't call you president because you are roping the Yoruba people into a mess. I will not call you President Obasanjo or former president. I don't have that value. But because I am doing a documentary about King Jaja of Opopo. You know, I am doing this documentary about King Jaja of Opopo. You see, this documentary about King Jaja of Opopo, clear to my head. Look, this is King Jaja of Opopo. You know, this is, we are going big every day. This King Jaja of Opopo, right? You know, I am going to do a documentary on Obasanjo. You know, you are the Obasanjo. You are roping the Yoruba people into a mess because Yoruba people are starting Yoruba nation. You don't want them to go. You don't want them to go. The Hausas cannot. Hausas, they want to go. Look at what Buhari is talking in his interview. Talking rubbish. Obasanjo, how long will you rope the Yorubas into this rubbish? How long? Mayegun came out. Mayegun are fighting. Sunday Igboho are fighting. All the Yoruba activists, they angry. You know, they are activating for their people. The one who say there's no insecurity in Nigeria. You know, they went to use gun to kill that person. You know, so what I'm talking today is about Obasanjo. Obasanjo, wash your hand out of Nigeria. Let the Yoruba go. The same way that God said that King Pharaoh, let my people go. Let the Israelites go to the promised land. Let the Yoruba go. You know, this is King Jaja of Opopo, who stand for truth, who build a nation. You, Obasanjo, you build Ota farm. Ota farm, you retire. You retire. Why don't you go back to your farm? What has that farm generate? What have you export to international country? Rather, you are only looting our money. You know, you loot our money. You loot our money day and night. You loot our money day and night. Day and night. You loot our money day and night. Obasanjo, when are you going to leave the Yorubas to go? Leave them alone. Let them see future. People came out, Yoruba children, talk about Yoruba children. You see, my son went to one wedding. All what they are there, the PhD holders. They have PhD holders they have raised in international country, went to Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial, London School of Economy. They are just hanging around. Allow Yoruba nation to stand. We Biafra, I am a Biafra, we Biafra, we're gone. We cannot be dancing into all this rubbish. We have brain, right? We can make use of our brain, we can manufacture. You watch, the Biafrans, they are going to the space. The Biafrans are going to the space. Watch it. You know, we are very intelligent. We are very educated. We can see it things afar, like the same way Jaja saw it afar. Obasanjo, leave Yoruba nation to stand. You cannot hold the Biafran anymore. You cannot hold us. You cannot, all this your rubbish you are doing in Nigerian government, it's about time we put our foot on it. You know, King Jaja of Opopo, stand for truth. You have taken all the widows, you took their land in Ota farm. What have you generated from that Ota farm? Nothing. You haven't generated nothing. Rather, you make the widows to go. The people you eliminate a lot of people and took their land, Ota farm. You know, King Jaja of Opopo, rather use the palm oil in Opopo and build Opopo kingdom. What have you built? What have you been? You, Obasanjo, allowed the Yoruba nation to go. And people, viewers, when you watch this, make sure you listen to Mayegun. Make sure you see the fight that Sunday Igboho is fighting, you know. Make sure you see the fight. Make sure you can see it afar. Make sure you come with spirit of sadness and boldness. Make sure you can liberate yourself. You liberate yourself from people manipulating you, people putting you to be nothing, people seeing you worth nothing. No, it's about time for you to move. It's about time for you to persevere. It's about time for you to fight and liberate yourself. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide, across the whole world. See what Jaja saw. Jaja of Opopo saw a lot. Jaja of Opopo saw a lot. You know, today we are still in episode 4. You know, we're going to be talking about episode 5. You know, I'm start piling it up. Obasanjo, leave the Yoruba alone. Leave the children of Oduduwa alone. Obasanjo, don't carry you and Tinubu. I feel sorry for you people. Tinubu, when SARS people start or march on the road, you run to France. I had all the documentary. You run to France. From France, you were running like a chicken. And all the money that you used to buy your mansion in France, where did you acquire the money? Obasanjo, Tinubu, all these people holding Yoruba nation, allow them to go. Allow them to go and see their future. Allow them to move on. Allow them to see, to persevere, to know that they can do something with themselves. We have dignities, we have PhD holders, Yoruba children who have been in Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial, different type of lead-table university, come out with first class, but they are still stuck in Britain. They cannot go to their country. Nobody. Nobody can go because you people hold them captives. You people pan them. You people make them to worth nothing. These are PhD holders. Somebody who have been study to PhD. Study to be a PhD is not a joke. It's not a joke. Obasanjo, I'm not calling you a president because you have made yourself worth nothing. You've made yourself worth something like on the street. Even Prince Philip even told you. Prince Philip told you in that documentary I sent out that Obasanjo, are you sleeping? You know, Obasanjo is about time. This is not Biafran war. This is not Biafran war. Allow the Yorubas to go. Allow them to start up their Oduduwa nation. Allow them to start Yoruba nation. They cannot be hanging around. Shining Light TV station, London. I am saying it. You can't do me nothing. I stand on the spirit of sadness and boldness. I stand on the same spirit. Allow them, because God told the people of Egypt, allow my children to go. Allow them to see the promised land, you know. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Allow the children of Oduduwa to go. Obasanjo, what have you achieved in Otafam? What have you achieved in Otafam? You did not achieve anything. You collect the whole farm. The widows, you collect their land. The poor people, you collect their land. Jaja of Opopo, King Jaja of Opopo, King Jaja of Opopo make the Opopo people to be rich. You know, Obasanjo, what have you done? Obasanjo, you did not do anything. All what you have done to loot Nigerian money, and said, all of you are looters. All of you. This one came. What is his name? Umaru Diko, Minister of Transport. He came and he looted our money to United Kingdom. What they panned him up. It's only Mrs. Thatcher that saved him. Mrs. Thatcher saved him. They caught him at the Heathrow airport. They could have teared him into pieces, you know. So I am telling Obasanjo, leave our people. Leave our people. You see me, DK, you know what? You know, and you know, leave our people to go. Stop killing our people. When you hear this, my message, share it. Share it and let the message reach to Obasanjo. Obasanjo, stop killing people. Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide, across the whole world. All the land that you acquire in Otafam, you made the poor widow people, you put them to death. Some of them start thinking, heart attacks start killing them. You took their land, they can't farm. You know, Obasanjo, what have you achieved? What have you achieved? You will die and leave this land. You know, Otafam, what did he generate? Jaja of Opopo, King Jaja of Opopo, he used the oil in Nigeria to acquire, to build Opopo city. Obasanjo, what did you use with Otafam? Did you use Otafam to bring out Yoruba people into this mess? Into people will finish university, they will not get work. Into people, dignities, PhD holders hanging around. All what you people are doing, fatherism, corruption. Obasanjo, did you see? Why don't you people see what Jaja of Opopo, the King Jaja of Opopo, what he saw? What he saw, he used the sun, he used the grass, he used the land and achieved. He saved his oil in a special place. King Jaja of Opopo. He's a powerful king who saw a lot. Thank you. So we're talking about, today, I've touched a lot. We're talking about King Jaja of Opopo. This is the type of gloves. During Jaja time, they don't have all this. This is the type of gloves we can use to promote our agriculture, to boost the farmers, you know. And this is King Jaja of Opopo. King Jaja of Opopo. This documentary is by Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. We are making this documentary. So this is episode number 4. King Jaja of Opopo. King Jaja of Opopo, who stopped slavery, who stopped slave trade, you know. Jaja of Opopo. Right.